Well, here we have the dullness of my office heater, second edition. So today I took my propane forced air heater. This is a little RV type heater, 12,000 BTU, runs on propane gas and 12 volts, and it wasn't working. And so this morning I've had it on the workbench troubleshooting it. And basically it's a fairly simple little system. This is a 12 volt gas valve right here. This is an igniter here. When that goes, that's the igniter coil. It's like a spark coil on a car. Little control relay, timing circuits, yada yada. And it's got a bunch of interlocks. It's got an over temperature cutout thermal sensing switch there, and then it's got a what they call a sail switch inside, where here's the blower here, and there's a little metal flap that operates a micro switch. And when the fan is blowing, it closes the switch and lets the gas come on, or goes to this little computer brain here. And when it sees that it's not over temperaturing and the blower is going and there's gas pressure, then it will allow the timing circuit to ignite, run the igniter. And as soon as it's sensed that there's been ignition, then it will open the gas valve fully and the thing will light up. And then when the thermostat tells it to turn off, it cycles off, and the fan, it turns the gas off, and the fan continues to blow for a few minutes till it cools down, then it turns off. So anyway, it wasn't doing those things. So I took my handy dandy little ohm meter and checked that there was continuity through this temperature limit switch and the sail switch, and I disconnected this wire here, which goes to the fan, and made sure the fan worked. And I took 12 volts and ran it over here to the gas valve with the gas turned off, and just listened for it to clunk to confirm that it worked. And all those things were working, so obviously the problem was in this control board here somewhere. So I energized the thing, turned on the gas, and took my screwdriver and clunked on this main power control relay, and damned if the thing didn't come on. So I turned it off and tried to get it to cycle sometimes, and it really wouldn't work until I clunked the relay each time. I said, okay. So there's two possibilities. One's an internal problem in the relay, and the other is that the relay is not making a good contact with the circuit board. So I clunked it and made it run, and then I went over here and physically grabbed the relay and wiggled it, and damned if the thing didn't go off and on, off and on. So then I took these screws out and took this circuit board out and looked at the circuit board, and there one of the main power connections in or out of that relay had gotten hot and fried the solder connection. So I cleaned it up and resoldered it, and now it works just like it should, which I will demonstrate. Let's see, the gas is on. We'll energize the thermostat with a clip lead, and oops, wait a minute, the ground wire's not connected. It won't work that way. Okay, now we should hear it come to life. There it goes. So the fan comes on, and it clicks, and it'll light, and in a minute you'll hear it ignite. Either that or I'm going to look stupid. There it goes. And you can hear it running, and you can feel the heat coming out the back. I'm going to turn it off before I melt all my electrical connections back there. Then now the fan will run for a minute or two, and it'll cycle off again, which means I have fixed my office heater, and it's very cold here. Came in here today and it was less than 50 degrees in here. I fixed my heater for about the price of 2 cents worth of solder. This thing's been dead since the spring, and I took it out and stuck it in my motor workshop when it sat out there, and I got so cold that I brought it in today and decided to try to troubleshoot it, and had success. So there we go. I'm going to turn this gas valve off here. And in a minute this thing will cycle off. I think it's got a little IC timer in there. I don't think it has a thermostat. I think it just has an IC timer, but it's got one or the other. At any rate, I guess that's as boring as, dull, as dull as it gets around here, but there it goes. See? I didn't even lie.